Hey everyone, Tony here. And as you can see, I'm not yet back in Berlin. I'm currently in Washington. Well, let's just say that there were a lot of delayed flights and I missed my flight. So I'll be leaving tomorrow. But setting that aside, I'm going to be talking about Space Dandy, which is the anime that I saw um, last Saturday night, January 4, on Toonami, which is on Adult Swim. And what I've seen in the trailers is that this anime was made by the creators of Cowboy Bebop and Full Metal Alchemist. And just by watching the trailer, I could pretty much see that it does have elements of Cowboy Bebop, being like a soap opera and all, but a lot more raunchy and a lot more comedic. So, yeah, basically, my first impression with Space Dandy is sort of like this. Imagine if Cowboy Bebop had a love child with Fooly Cooly. Bam. You get Space Dandy. And just by watching that episode, the very first episode on Adult Swim that Saturday evening, well, January 4th, its premiere, I have to say I actually liked it. It was really fun to watch, and the main character, Dandy, well, I could see that he's so much different than Spike. Okay, so Spike is laid back, and um, very like quote unquote wise and pretty much a badass in his own way. Well, Dandy, like Spike, is a badass when it comes to, well, kicking a lot of people's butts. But he is so raunchy and he embraces the fact that he's a pervert. So, yeah, in some way, Dandy as a main character, he's really fun. He does have his charms and all, and I personally rooted for him, so to say. Sure, he's not the usual um, type of hero, the one who always stands up for good and yada yada yada. Well, this hero basically just loves to have fun, and um, the narrator was also quite entertaining. I mean, at first he's like this serious narrator, the type of narrators that usually tell Greek tragedies and all that. But at times he can pretty much make fun of himself. So, yeah, that's just pretty much what I felt just by watching the first episode of Space Dandy. I have to say that the animation is really colorful, really amazing, very fluid, and yeah, it does evoke some nostalgia, especially since I'm also a Cowboy Bebop fan, and even that of Fooly Cooly, and not to mention Redline. So, just looking at them kind of makes me remind me of those three animes. And the voice acting, I didn't watch it in its original Japanese, but what I've researched was that the original Japanese voice actor for Dandy was none other than Junichi Suabe. Tekken fans may know him as Lars Alexanderson, and I really find his English actor. I don't. Let me find his name. I'll probably search on it first. Hang on. Um, Not really good with names though, so let's see. Space Dandy. Um, let's see. His English voice actor was Ian Sinclair. I didn't really know Ian Sinclair as a voice actor at first, but all I have to say is that he really does a magnificent job voicing our title hero. I mean, he's a lot of fun. Okay, I've yet to watch the first episode in sub, but I don't know. I think the dub really has a lot of promise, and I have to say that Space Dandy definitely has a lot of promise. Sure, it's just the first episode, and well, it started off okay. It didn't start off completely with a bang, but I will say this: it's high octane, it's fun, it's totally raunchy sometimes. And for those of you who haven't watched this yet, I highly recommend you do so. And I personally hope for the best with this anime. So, the people behind Space Dandy, I really, really hope to see more of Dandy and his robot sidekick, and I really hope to see more crazy antics that he's going to get himself into because it's a lot of fun. So, yeah, overall, my first experience with Space Dandy was absolutely fun. I didn't get so bored. And sure, as a Cowboy Bebop fan, it's reminded me of previous animes like, let's say, Cowboy Bebop or Fooly Cooly. Yeah, those animes. So yeah, fans of Cowboy Bebop, Fooly Cooly, or Redline, go check it out. You won't be disappointed. You might spot some similarities here and there, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it all the same. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and till next time.